In the quiet mountain town of Flagstaff, Arizona, where the pines whisper secrets and Route 66 hums with ghostly echoes, stands a hotel frozen in time, the Monte Vista. This red brick relic opened in 1927 as a beacon of glamour for tourists and Hollywood stars alike. Clark Gable stayed here. Humphrey Bogart drank here. Legends roamed its halls. But not all its guests left. Beneath the vintage lights and creaky charm, a different history lingers, one of strange voices in empty rooms, phantom bellboys knocking at 3 a.m., and restless spirits haunting the halls they once called home. This isn't just a hotel. It's a haunt. The Hotel Monte Vista was funded by citizens of Flagstaff as a community project, and it quickly became a magnet for the famous and infamous alike. Clark Gable, Humphrey Bogart, John Wayne, and other Golden Age celebrities stayed here during film shoots in Arizona's high desert. But beneath its glamorous surface was a seamier undercurrent. Bootlegging, underground gambling, and stories of prostitution flourished in the shadows of its rooms and hidden corridors. It's this layered history that seems to echo through the halls today, especially after dark. Perhaps the most unsettling and well-documented tale at the Hotel Monte Vista is that of the murdered prostitute in room 306. During the 1940s and era, when vice quietly thrived in the shadows of small-town America, 2 women, both known to be sex workers, were allegedly murdered in that very room. According to local lore, their bodies were unceremoniously tossed from the window. The crime was never solved. No suspects. No justice. But the room never forgot. Today, room 306 is considered the most haunted in the hotel. Guests who stay there or even pass it in the hallway describe a thick, icy presence. The air grows still. Lights flicker without warning. Electronics fail. And, almost always, there is the unmistakable feeling of being watched. Men in particular report something more chilling, a strange, suffocating pressure, as if unseen eyes are judging them. Some have fled the room mid-stay. Others speak of a woman's voice weeping softly in the dark, grief-stricken, endless. One guest, a businessman from Phoenix, awoke in the dead of night to find a pale figure standing at the foot of the bed. Dressed in 1940s fashion, her face was unreadable, silent, still. When he reached to turn on the lamp, she vanished. Just like that. The man checked out before sunrise. Room 306 remains open to brave visitors. But those who enter are warned, you might not be alone. Another ghost who makes his rounds is the phantom bellboy, often seen on the 3rd floor. Described as a young man in old-fashioned uniform, he has a polite, formal air and a habit of knocking on doors before vanishing. Multiple guests have complained to the front desk that a bellboy keeps disturbing them, only to be told no staff had been sent. Some hear a knock, followed by a voice saying room service, but when they open the door, the hallway is empty. In some cases, people claim to hear the jingle of keys or footsteps fading down the corridor. Those brave enough to chase the sound always find themselves alone. Equally unnerving is the sound of a baby crying, a common report from guests staying on the 2nd floor. The sound seems to come from inside the walls or beneath the floorboards, often around 3 a.m. There is no record of a baby dying in the hotel, and no rooms on that floor are currently used by families. Some speculate that it may be a residual haunting tied to one of the prostitutes or a staff member who once lived on site. Others believe it could be a darker spirit, using the sound of a child in distress to draw empathy and attention. One former night manager claimed he heard the cries night after night, always from the same empty room. After leaving a voice recorder inside overnight, he played it back the next day to find not just crying, but a low, angry whisper, "She is mine." Another spirit believed to haunt the hotel is tied to a true crime incident. In 1970, 3 men robbed a nearby bank. One was shot during their escape, but he managed to stagger back to the Monte Vista lounge. Instead of seeking help, he ordered a drink, sat down, and died at the bar. Since then, staff and patrons have claimed to see a man in an old jacket sitting silently at the bar. When they approach, he fades. Glasses sometimes move on their own. Lights flicker above his last seat. Bartenders joke that he's still waiting for his drink or maybe finishing the one he never got to enjoy. Room 305 may be the most haunted room in the hotel. The story centers around an old woman who reportedly lived there for many years. Guests and cleaning staff alike have seen a rocking chair in the room rocking on its own. Even after being removed for renovations, the chair returned mysteriously and resumed its ghostly motion. Some have woken to find the chair facing them, rocking slowly. Others swear they've seen an elderly woman sitting in it, knitting or gazing out the window toward the mountains. Hotel management finally removed the chair and locked it away in storage, but not before a photo emerged showing a faint reflection in the window. An elderly face, eyes blank, mouth open as if in mid-scream. The basement of the Monte Vista is rarely accessed by guests, but staff have long feared it. Voices have been heard speaking in foreign tongues, sometimes shouting in anger. Shadows dart past corners. One maintenance worker quit on the spot after seeing a hand reach out from behind the boiler. No one knows who or what haunts the basement, but it is widely regarded as the hotel's most cursed place. Even skeptics refuse to go down alone. The Hotel Monte Vista has attracted the attention of ghost hunters and paranormal investigators nationwide. Shows like Ghost Adventures and Paranormal Witness have filmed episodes here, capturing strange audio, moving objects, and bizarre temperature fluctuations. One psychic medium claimed the hotel acts like a spiritual vortex drawing entities from multiple eras and intentions. She described it as a place where time folds in on itself. The dead don't know they're dead, and the living forget what's real. Despite, or perhaps because of its haunted reputation, the Monte Vista remains one of Flagstaff's most popular hotels. Guests come hoping for a supernatural encounter. Some leave terrified, others fascinated. But almost everyone leaves changed. There's something deeply unsettling about how normal the hauntings seem to the staff. They're used to it. They don't flinch at the knocks, the whispers, or the phantoms in vintage suits. In one guestbook entry from room 306, a woman wrote, "I came here a skeptic, but something sat on my bed last night, and it wasn't a dream." Whether you're a believer in the paranormal or a hardened skeptic, the ghost stories of the Hotel Monte Vista are simply too numerous and too consistent to dismiss. This historic Flagstaff landmark has earned its reputation not just through chilling legends, but through decades of first-hand accounts that seem to echo the same eerie details. From the tragic tale of the murdered women in room 306, to the dutiful bellboy who knocks before appearing, to the phantom infant crying in the night, and the outlaw spirits who still haunt the bar, they say these ghosts are more than just echoes. Some believe they're the lingering energy of trauma, burned into the walls like ash. Others say they're restless souls, intelligent and aware, tethered to the hotel by something unfinished or unforgiven. Even staff members whisper of voices in empty rooms, doors that open and shut on their own, and a feeling ever present that someone is always watching. So if you ever find yourself in Flagstaff, Arizona, and you're feeling brave, spend a night at the Monte Vista. Just don't be surprised if you hear a knock at your door when no one is there. Thanks for watching and exploring another chilling tale with us. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, and subscribe for more haunted histories, mysterious legends, and ghostly true stories. Have your own paranormal encounter? Drop it in the comments, we'd love to hear it. Until next time, stay curious and stay brave.